Hey you guys, it's Melissa from The Little Ford That Could. Welcome to my channel. Perhaps welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a mom, homeschooling mom to 3 kiddos. And today I'm going to have a little heart-to-heart with you because I'm on the struggle bus. Maybe you can relate to the struggle bus. I am on it for sure. And I'm just gonna have a little heart-to-heart today. So if you want to hear my heart-to-heart about the struggle bus, stick around. So I don't really do heart-to-hearts. I generally, have a good idea of what I'm gonna say and do on my YouTube videos. A lot of that is because I'm a talker, and so if I don't have a plan, I could just ramble on about who knows what for a long time. And I don't really have a plan today, so hopefully this won't ramble on too long. But I don't know, life is just really kind of kicking me in the behind right now. I think maybe that's true for a lot of us. There's a lot going on in the world and a lot going on in this country that's hard and scary and different, and changes and pandemics and new presidential administrations and crazy weather events and just a lot of stuff. And I think even in a normal year, this is the time of year where we sort of get antsy and we're sort of ready for spring, and so it gets harder to focus on school and priorities, and you're just kind of ready for the weather to warm up. And I don't know, I think this is just a hard time of the year anyway, for anybody, everybody, always, whether there's a pandemic or not. But this year I think it's just been made worse because we just have all lived through some really huge changes in the way that we're able to live and the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. It's just all changed, right? And I really have handled it all well because as homeschoolers, don't get me wrong, we had a lot of big changes, but I feel like we didn't have as many as a lot of people did. We're not pandemic homeschoolers. We were homeschooling before the pandemic, although we were new homeschoolers at the time. But it wasn't like it was totally foreign to us, and we weren't jumping from traditional school today to, oh crap, we're not having school tomorrow kind of deal, like many people did. So I feel like we did have an advantage there, even though we were still new-ish homeschoolers when all that went down. But I still feel like it's different for us. But a lot of things did change drastically for us. Our co-op class was canceled, and all of our extra all of our extracurriculars were canceled, and for a long time, we didn't do anything. We didn't really see anybody much or leave the house or anything, like all of us, I think, in the whole country, maybe the whole world did. And so thankfully, we have some normalcy back, at least where we live. We're back at co-op. We are back at our extracurriculars. So we do have some sense of normalcy back for us in our area. I know that's not true for everybody, and we're thankful for that, but we are still on the struggle bus. And I don't know, it's a lot of things, and some of the things are personal, and I don't really want to get into it here, but I did want to talk about the struggles of homeschooling because we love homeschooling, and a lot of what we talk about is what we love about homeschooling, which is great. I feel like that should definitely be our focus, is the positive. That reminds me of that old movie Pollyanna with Hayley Mills. Am I really showing my age right now? Anybody else watch that movie Pollyanna? And Pollyanna plays the glad game? Anyone? Crickets? It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Anyway, and my mom used to always say when I would get grouchy, she'd be like, let's play the glad game like Pollyanna. Anyway, that's what made me think of that. So I think for the most part, we need to focus on positive things, and we need to play the glad game. But I think sometimes it's good to look at the things that are causing you to struggle and sort of reflect on why those things are happening, why those things are making you struggle, and like how you can maybe alleviate some of those pain points so that you don't stay on the struggle bus for long. And I'm sort of saying that to myself more than I'm saying that to any of you guys, because I need to do that right now. I'm generally a very optimistic person, but lately I have just felt I don't know, I have a lot going on in my life, and I feel tugged in a million different directions, and I feel like I can't get it all done, or at least I can't get it all done as well as I would like to. My children will tell you I'm OCD, and I guess that's a little bit true. And so when I do things, I like to do them very, 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 very well. And so it really bothers me when I feel like I'm not giving something 100%. Does that make sense? Anyway, so that's where I am, and I feel like, I don't know, I just wanted to get on here and take a second to encourage you, if you're on the struggle bus too, that you're not alone, and that, there are some ways that we can help each other get off the struggle bus. And I don't really have anything planned to tell you what those ways are, or anything like that. Maybe I should have thought that out a little bit more, but mainly this was just sort of a solidarity video. Like, if you're struggling, I'm struggling too, really big. Like 2 days ago, I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm putting the kids in public school. They can just flunk out for all I care. I'm done. Literally, that conversation happened 2 days ago. And my sweet husband and one of my dearest friends, I had that same conversation with both of them separately, and they both listened to me very sweetly and acknowledged my struggle, and then very nicely in their own ways basically said, you're not going to do that. It's going to be okay. Take a day off, take a deep breath, do what you need to do. You're doing the right thing. This is what you were meant to do, and it's going to be okay. And so, so I know that it is, and I'm trusting God that He's going to help me get off the struggle bus. But it just led me to make this video because I just felt like I cannot possibly be the only homeschool mama, or any mama, on the struggle bus right now. So I just wanted to tell you guys that you're not alone, and that it's gonna be okay. The struggle bus days don't last forever, and I feel sure that all of us are gonna encourage each other and help each other and find ways to make things better, and to play the glad game more often, and really focus on the positive things. So take a minute. It's okay to take a minute, or even a day or a couple of days, to acknowledge your struggles and to think about your struggles, and maybe even have a little pity party if you want to. I did. But then it's time to figure out ways to help relieve the struggles and to get back into the swing of things. Be Pollyanna and be glad and thankful for what we have. And it is such a privilege to be able to homeschool my children, and I don't ever want to take it for granted. So I want to make sure that in those moments when I want to send my children to public school, that I'll remember it's just a season, it's just a moment, but the big picture is it's such an honor that I get to homeschool them. And so I want to be thankful for that and focus on that. So mamas, it's okay to be on the struggle bus. We're not going to be there forever. Be encouraged. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below if you're struggling, so I can help encourage you, or maybe you have some great tips to help other mamas when they're on the struggle bus. If you have tips to help get off the struggle bus, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them, and I think there's other mamas that would like to read the comments and hear your advice as well. If you liked my heart-to-heart video today, give it a thumbs up. Like I said, that's not a video I normally put up on my channel. Hopefully I didn't talk too long or bore you, but that was just me sharing my heart with you today. And so give it a thumbs up if you liked that. If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button. Please stick around. Most of what you find on my channel is homeschool content, but not always. I do other mom lifestyle kind of things, and I do talk a lot about the allergy life on my channel because my youngest son has a crazy long list of life-threatening allergies, both food and environmental. So if you're an allergy family, I'm standing in solidarity with you as well today. It's hard life, the allergy life. Anyway, get you a cup of coffee or tea or whatever floats your boat, and let's get off the struggle bus. See you guys next time.